Hey everyone! Okay, good morning. We are starting the day off early today. I am sorry I have been gone. I've been MIA, huh? Let's see. Alright, trying to back out and fix a dread at the same time because I saw it sticking out. Yeah, see, it's like doing its own thing. Whatever. Yeah, so I hope everybody is having a wonderful morning. It is beautiful out here. The sun is beaming. It's melting away all the snow. So that's nice because yesterday I was fucking stuck. So, oh, hi. Who's this? Hi, Naiwen Faye. Good morning. So yesterday it was a crazy day. I'm telling you, the weather has just been like doing its own thing. Some days it's snowing and crazy, other days it's bright and beautiful like this, and it's nice though because it's melting some of that snow away, and we're supposed to be having some nice weather coming up later this week, my husband tells me, so that's nice. I cannot wait for spring. I'm so excited for spring to come. So, get the sun out my face. Alright. So, I have labeled this video title, Am I Going to Hell? The reason why I labeled it that way is I have had a couple of witches who are new to the path, who are just starting to begin, you know, dabbling into the magical practice and metaphysical practice, and they kind of have a little bit of that worry if what they are doing is evil, or what they are doing is wrong, or if you know, they're gonna have to pay certain consequences later on when you transition and when death comes upon us, if this is going to be something that is going to kind of come back to affect them in some way, in a negative way. So I decided to make this video because I have had a couple of concerned people reach out to me, and you know, with the worry of if what they are going to do is going to have negative repercussions on them for you know, doing any type of workings, magical workings, ritual, ceremony that is outside of their religious belief. And here's the thing. So I'm going to start out by, and I'm going to speak from my experience because everybody has their own experience, everybody has their own belief, and there is no right or wrong. There's your truth and there's my truth, and my truth to me is true to me, it's right for me, but it's not to say that my truth is to affect your truth in any way. So, you know, I'm just trying to speak from what it is that I feel, and speak from my knowledge and my experience. And, you know, it's not to say that this is it, this is how it is, this is, you know, universe is, you know, using me as a puppet to talk or anything like that. However, I do believe that when you ask universe for guidance, or when you ask your God or your goddess for guidance, I do believe that they use the people around us to give you answers. Okay, so wait, hold on, let me catch up on this. Oh, Moonrose Drea has joined us. She says, hi sis, I am sneaking a peek and I'm at work. Oh, thank you so much for joining, and I hope that you have a wonderful day at work. And yeah, thank you so much. That's very flattering. Thank you. So from my experience, I have grown up watching my mom practice watching her do candles. My mom still to this day does a lot of candle workings. Back in those days when I was a child, we didn't use the word witch. You know, you would just say, oh, I'm lighting a vela. That's all it was. That's it. No, there was no questions about it. No, nothing. You know, nobody thought it was weird. Nobody thought it was strange or evil or anything like that. My grandma, from as far as I can remember, everybody in my family has done candle workings, candle magics. You know, all of their candles usually have a saint on them, whichever saint it is that they tend to petition or tend to go to or tend to worship. Everybody has their own saints. You know, for my mom, it's St. Jude and St. Michael. Those are her main saints that she works with. And so growing up, this is just how I had seen, you know, I had seen it done this way, and there was never a question on if it was evil or anything like that. My mom would go to botanicas. You know, it was a way of life for me. So it came to me very natural because I would watch her do it. I would read the back of her candles. I would, you know, as a little kid, I wanted to be a part of it, and I would always, you know, my mom would have spell bottles sometimes, little amulets or talismans, and I always wanted to play with her stuff that she had. And you know, sometimes she'd let me, you know, look at things. I always liked the ones that there would be like little dice inside with glitter floating around, and you know, I used to like to play with those things. And I was always into magic as a child. You know, so it was something that came just very natural to me. It was nothing that I had ever questioned on if it was evil or if what was being done was bad. And I think a lot of that has to do with our Hispanic heritage, because a lot of what we do with, you know, with the saints or with the angels or different deities is part of the Roman Catholic religion. So here's where I want to talk to you about the Roman Catholic religion. The Roman Catholic religion is a religion that stems from the Yoruban belief and the Yoruban practice, spiritualism, and it all goes back to slavery. And I hate talking about, you know, too much about this because, you know, everyone's always like, oh, well, you're not African. Here's the thing: is if you have melanin in your skin, if you have pigment in your skin, and you know that is it's within our ancestry. We all originated from Africa. Doesn't matter what you are, your religion, whatever. We all originated from Africa. Yeah. So basically, the Roman Catholics, they believe in the saints. They work with saints. They light frankincense. They do candle workings. They leave candles. The Virgin Mary is very much celebrated on her, you know, on certain days of the year. She's celebrated. She is actually celebrated more than what Jesus is celebrated. So, getting back to, am I going to hell for doing what it is that I do? Here's the thing, and a lot of people might not agree with this. They might not like what it is I have to say, but this is my truth. Once again, this is not make it true for everybody. Jesus was a witch. He was a witch. The thing is that the churches have used religion to gain control over people a lot like the government has. So government and religion are very tied together. They're about control. They don't want us to believe that we have a gift or a power, and they instill fear in us. So this fear that is instilled in us is controlling over our mind. It's controlling over our thoughts, and this is where we get to thinking that what we are doing is evil, and if we are going to go to hell for it. I got a cop behind me. Hopefully he doesn't see you guys on camera. So, you know, this is where, you know, we get this worry inside of us. I'm sorry, you guys, if I seem like I'm going a little bit off. I just want to make sure I don't get in trouble for being on video and driving. So he's watching me right now. He probably thinks I'm just on speakerphone, so I'm just gonna go with it. Yeah, he's looking at me. I see him through my peripheral vision because I'm that good at using it. So yeah, part of what it is that we fear, and fear stems from the unknown. What you don't know will control you, because that is mainly why we have this fear in us, is because we don't know what the future is holding for us. We don't know. We feel, we sense, but if we 100% know, is completely on us. You know, if you are that strong, and if you are that, okay, he turned. Whew. If you are that strong and that, let's see, what's the word I'm looking for? Hold on, it'll come to me. Confident. If you are that confident in what you practice, then you know that what it is that you feel is true. But here it is that we have to kind of think about this a little bit, because there is our ego and then there is our spiritual self. So when you're true to your spirit, you're true to your intuition, that's all truth. But when it's your ego that's talking, where is, am I doing this right? Am I gonna go to hell for this? Is God gonna be mad at me? Am I breaking the rules of what it is that I have followed my whole life? You know, this ego tends to feed you a lot of negative energy. So when you feed into that, then yeah, you are gonna feel like you are creating a sin. You're gonna feel that way. But here's the thing: who says that it's a sin? Because if you are that deep into your religion, and religion is it's a good start to digging deeper into spirituality, because religion would be like the top layer. Spirituality would be if you know and you feel that there's more to what it is that you're learning, and you're like, no, there's more to this, and there's, you know, you're seeking for more, and you're seeking for more truth. Then that's when you start getting more into spirituality, your true connection with the divine. And if you read the Bible, you will see a lot of things that, you know, Jesus says, we are just like him. Anything that he can do, we can do. That was his way of saying that we have the same powers, we have the same abilities, we have the same gifts. And he was a teacher. You know, if you guys go into history, he wasn't the first God. I mean, if you want to call him a God, he wasn't the first God. He is a teacher that was sent to us. But when they put BC, when you see anything with a year and it says BC, that's before Christ. So if you go into BC, there was other teachers, there was other deities that were sent to us that we were supposed to learn from. And so my deity, Jido's deity, our deities are of African culture, because for us that is where the truth began. That is where truth lies right there, is because we all originated from Africa. The deities, the gods originated there, and that's what we go with, because that's what we feel is true for us. But if you feel what is true for you is that Jesus is a God, okay, he turned water into wine, he resurrected the dead, he healed people, all of these things, he said, anything that I can do, you can do. So when you start getting this worry and this ego thing getting in the way of, am I doing this right? Am I evil for doing this? Is this wrong? Am I going to go to hell? You need to pick up that Bible and read a little bit more into it, but don't read it, and everything in that book is a metaphor. So don't read it and take it literal, because here's the thing, is that book has been changed and changed and changed and changed. There's not a whole lot of women in that book, and I'll tell you why, is because women, the goddess, women. We are the creators. We are like it all. You can't have one without the other. You can't have the divine masculine without the divine feminine. So when you start taking us out of history, it's because they take away anything that is powerful. They don't want people to know that we have this gift, we have this ability. They don't want people to know that women are powerful, maybe even a little bit more powerful than men. And I'm sorry to say that, but you know, we give life. And that's a very important part, even for men to know this, because I do feel that men tend to disrespect women in a lot of ways. And if this was implanted into their heads, and if this was something that was taught to them at an early age, then there wouldn't be so much domestic abuse. There wouldn't be so much disrespect. There wouldn't be so much cheating. There wouldn't, and I don't want to just say that just for men toward women, because women, yeah, women they're able to do the same. You know, there's domestic abuse that come from the women, and there's cheating that comes from the women as well. So I'm not saying, I'm not trying to like, be all, talking shit to the men, but the thing is that we literally just all need to respect and love each other equally, and women need to be seen equal to men, and it's important. And if this wasn't taught to the older generations, which, I mean, if you go into our history, our ancestors knew all these things. Somewhere along the line, a lot of these more moralities got lost, and now it's up to us to start to bring these things back. So start teaching your children about this. If you have young men, if you're raising young boys, start teaching your kids about respecting women and loving women, and holding us up high, because we are creators. We are all creators, but we are also life givers, and that's very important to know. So okay, I had to park all the way the hell over here because there was no parking by the shop. Hate parking across the street. So that is my, now I can catch up on, okay, let me catch up. Oh, I got lots and lots of comments. Let's see. Nightwind Face says, I want spring now too. Yes, let the spring come. Let's start doing some workings to bring the spring in. Let's start making my sister Smile, it's Anna. She had actually did a video yesterday welcoming the fairies. So maybe we should all start doing some workings to welcome the fairies, that they can bring spring to us faster. And you guys have to check her video out. It was awesome. I loved her video. Let's see. Moonrose Drea says, hi sis. Oh wait, I read that one already. Nightwind Face says, I agree with that, Nina. And then she says, my mother told me I was worshiping Satan when I told her I was not a Christian anymore, but pagan witch. Nightwind says that her mom is Catholic. Yeah, here's the thing, Nightwind Faye, is Catholicism and the saints and everything like that. If you look into the orishas, there is an orisha to represent each saint. So when the Catholics are worshiping saints, they're actually worshiping the orishas, because the slaves needed to cover up their spiritual practice in a way that was more accepted over here when they were brought over here. So they had to use something to cover this up. So when you're worshiping saints, you are also worshiping the orishas. The saints would be more of like an up-to-date version. Say like there's the iPhone 4, and then here's the iPhone 6 or the iPhone 7. It's still the same kind of brand, but it's a more upgraded, just newer thing. So that's I hate to combine the two, but I'm just trying to give you guys so that you guys can understand what I'm trying to say. But let's see. Oh, Cassie had joined us. Hi, Cassie. I'm glad to see you were watching, and I'm happy that you joined us. Nightwind says, I did see the similar ritual from Catholic Church. Yes. Cassie says, wish I caught this from the beginning. Oh, it's okay, Cassie. You'll be able to go back and replay it. Let's see. I know, yay for police leaving. That scared the shit out of me. I was like, oh no. Like, my ass cheeks clenched for a second. I was like, please don't pull me over. Let's see. Oh, Red is here. Hi, sis. She said, just left the docks, on my way. You guys continue to put healing energy out for my sister. She is fighting this cold, and she is not giving up without a fight. She said, no, bitch, you are not gonna take power over me. So you guys keep helping her with energy and sending her energy and love. You know, just so that she can start to heal and start to feel better. And, you know, so she's going to be joining us today. I'm not too sure if she's going to do a reading today because she's still not feeling too good. Unless she's up to it, then maybe you guys might be seeing a reading from her today on the Spiritual Vibes and Soul Sisters channel. And I do have an item that I'm going to be showing you guys a little bit later on the, I don't know if I'm going to do it on the Spiritual Vibes and Soul Sisters channel. I might. But we'll have to see what I decide. I'm going to see what Red tells me, and then I'll go from there. Either I'm going to share it on here, or I'm going to share it on the Spiritual Vibes and Soul Sisters channel, because it's not really an item that I have up for sale. It's actually something that I have going for me and my husband. I had showed you guys a haul, a Michael and Joanne's haul on some stuff that I had gotten that I was planning on using for my bottle spell, and I finished decorating the spell yesterday. So I'm going to show it to you guys before I start putting all my ingredients inside and getting it working, because I don't want to show it after I have my spell inside of it, because I don't want, and I'm not saying that you guys who are watching, but for anybody that might watch that might have like that kind of like that evil eye, I don't want them putting that energy onto my spell. So I'm going to show you guys before I start putting all my ingredients and my intentions into it, what it looks like. Just, I don't know, I might come out with a couple of them that I am planning on doing for some other deities and some other spirits. So yeah, if you guys would like to check us out a little bit later, don't forget to thumbs this video up. If you guys liked this chit chat riding with the witch today, it was pretty deep today, I know, and hopefully I didn't offend anybody, but once again, I let you guys know that this is just my truth. This is what I know, what I feel inside, and you know, I'm not afraid to speak what I feel. So you know, you guys don't forget to show some love, thumbs it up, and I will see you guys at the next video. Have a wonderful, blessed day, and blessed be.